What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We are in here because we got some important things to discuss today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing on this good Sunday morning? We in here to discuss the situation in Chicago that just happened with these kids, this group of kids who jumped the mother and her son, the mother walking home with her son and her two children, and um, they get jumped by a group of kids. And I've been doing as much research as I can to find out as much information as I can about the situation and what happened. And so, from what I learned, is these children have been an issue, and these children have been an issue for a while. And it's a lot of reactionary things that are happening in Chicago. It's a lot of reactionary things, right? And Chicago is an example of the larger issues that's going on in Black America, because the same things that these kids be doing in Chicago, these kids be doing right here in little old Tallahassee, Florida, with a population of 230,000, maybe 300,000, depending on how many students come. But we have the same issues here in Tallahassee. We just had the same issues, homecoming, FAMU homecoming, kids out there fighting. I think a lady got stabbed, or a lady or a girl got stabbed. We had these, we got these issues going around. So we're gonna focus or use Chicago as our foundation for what we're talking about. But we're talking about a greater issue within our community. We have a communal issue. We have a parenting issue. We have like a relationship issue. We have a lot of issues in our community, and it's boiling over. Oh, these kids gonna get it today in this live broadcast. These kids gonna get it. But the larger issue is the adults. The adults, right? We're looking at the kids and we're looking at the adults, because this is wild. This is wild. I got a lot of thoughts. I got a lot to say. And we got time, because I ain't got nothing to do today. Shoot, the Cowboys don't play until 4:30. So I got time. That's why I want to go ahead and get started early. So happy Sunday. Welcome in. Like I say, I don't want to, could you put in the comments how to pronounce your name correctly? Because I want to pronounce your name correctly. But for now, I've been saying 1111, but peace. My brother, peace. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you for tuning in. Lady V, happy Sunday. How are you? I appreciate it. It's Kush. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kush 1111. I always appreciate you tuning in and rocking with me. I appreciate you. Lady V says, true indeed. It has definitely been time to have this. Oh yes. Like we really have to examine ourselves for real. We have been failing for more generations than we like to admit. We did a Friday breakdown not too long ago, and we're assessing the quality of relationships in the past. Because we have to be able to look at, how did we get to where we are now? How did we get here? And it didn't just start in the 90s. So how did we get here to where this stuff is going on, not just in Chicago, but around the country? Salute to you, my brother Ricardo Flo. I appreciate you being up in here. Thank you. Renee, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. Yes, thank you. Donatello, how you doing? Good morning. Oh, goody. Oh, we going in this morning. There you go. My brother is in the building. Dark Kent. What an awful story about the young sister and the kids getting jumped up. Man, it's horrible. It's crazy. Like, I'm going to give you my authentic thoughts. I'm going to give you all my authentic thoughts, my first thoughts, but then I'm going to give you my adult thoughts as well. I'm going to give you my authentic thoughts when I first heard it, when I seen this story, what's the first thing went off on my mind. I'm going to give you that because I want to be straight up, but I also want to make sure I give you my adult thoughts. But we also have to talk about preventative measures. How do we prevent this from happening? Because we have a lot of reactionary things that's going on with this, but how do we prevent this from happening? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Glad I made it on time, sir. I was tuned in I appreciate you, Kush. I appreciate you. Hey, like I say this, we'll let y'all know. Of course, y'all know this is Thanksgiving week. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. My pops cook, we'll get together, we chill out or whatever. But other than that, I'm gonna be dropping these videos this week. I have to work tomorrow, but after that, of course, I'm going live Tuesday night. But y'all might see me a lot this week. You might see me live a lot this week. So, just get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Thank you. I thank you all. Look, this is something that I know I built, but you all are helping this grow. So this is not just me. This is a we. And we are standing on the shoulders of our giants. Renee, what's good? All right, so Grand One, I just donated to her GoFundMe. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I heard a lot of people are pouring into her and helping out. And I appreciate that. I love that. But we do have to talk about being preventative. And you're going to see what I'm talking about, because I got a lot of information to show y'all, a lot of different perspectives. And like Lady V said, let's get into it right on time. So please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share. So I'm going to start with these videos. And then we're going to get into some Dr. Amos Wilson and then more supportive information. Let's get this breakdown going. It says, I don't celebrate or acknowledge Thanksgiving either, but it's always good. There you go. Yeah, this time, me, my pops, and my brothers, we get together and we eat and we chill out. So let's do this.
It's hard to watch. Children circled a mother, then pinned her against a fence. Dragging the mother and her son to the ground, continuously beating them.
These children are going to have to live with this for the rest of their lives. And the children are our future, so it's not fair.
Police say it started when the 33-year-old mother, her young son, and daughter were walking near 106 and Bensley in the South Deering neighborhood. A group of kids then started chasing after them, calling them names and taunting them. Both the mother and son were beaten so badly they were taken to a hospital. Word of the attack spread quickly on social media, causing outrage among many parents. One day after the attack, demonstrators showed up at Orville T. Bright Elementary School after some posted on social media threatening to harm the children behind the attack. Several police officers showed up blocking the entrance of the school to protect kids inside. Shanice Davis lives in the neighborhood and says she recognizes the attackers.
This is not the first time the kids have done this. Just talk around the streets that these kids have pretty much been raising themselves and they have not been held accountable. They have vandalized cars. They have harassed adults and children.
To know and to find out even now that other families are affected by this. We're meeting families out here that their children been bullied and been beat on.
Chicago Police District Council member Joseph Williams was inside talking with the principal, the mother, and CPS administration.
Accountability is going to be key, because if this has been going on, we need to make sure that principal be held accountable for her actions as well. This should have been documented. Parents should have been called to the school, and we got to make sure all around there is some type of accountability that's happening here.
CPS and Chicago police are investigating after a mother and children were attacked by students.
Community members and parents are outraged as the video was posted to social media. Winnie George is in the newsroom with more on the response. Winnie?
Good morning. Well, several people showed up to Orville Bright Public School Tuesday in support of the mother and her children. They are demanding accountability, saying those involved deserve consequences.
absolutely just gut-wrenching. It's appalling.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is frustrated after watching this viral social media video. It's caught the attention of those out of state. A Chicago mom, 33-year-old Corshonda Hatter, and her 2 children were attacked by students in the South Deering neighborhood near Orville Bright School.
We want to make sure that those individuals who are involved in this brutal attack, that there's accountability. But there's also something very disturbing about children carrying out such a violent act. There's clearly a need for some intervention there as well.
It was here Monday afternoon near 106th and South Bensley. A normal walk from home turned chaotic. At one point, Hatter and her kid ended up on the ground.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home just to jump all of us.
So now we waiting.
Just to jump all of us. So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking, they followed us all the way there. And then they still fought us. They fought my son, they hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
Hatter and relatives met with school administrators and city leaders Tuesday morning. CBS says they are working with city departments and agencies to provide support to Hatter and her children. But many parents and community members say bullying seems to be an ongoing issue in the community, and the help that's needed is crucial.
It's been an ongoing thing in this community, and the parents don't take accountability for nothing their kids do. If my kids was out here being messy, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna let it be known.
And right now, CBS has not released any consequences the students involved may face. The mayor's office says there will be increased police presence around the school the rest of the week. Here in the newsroom, Winnie Dorch, WGN News.
Now to a CBS exclusive. The mother in this video, who was attacked while protecting her children, is speaking publicly. She and her son were brutally attacked by a group of kids on Monday, and this video has caught the attention of many across the country. Now, that community is stepping in to help move her out of the South Deering neighborhood. She only spoke to our Sharday Gray about this horrific attack, and Sharday is live in our newsroom with more from this exclusive story.
Well, Marie, Corshonda Hatter says she's still in physical pain after she and her son were brutally attacked with her young daughter just steps away. Her legs are bruised and it's hard for her to walk. But what hurts her the most is her children are still suffering.
My son is, he's very devastated. He'll wake up out of the middle of his sleep, screaming. He'll scream, "Mommy, are you there?"
Hatter says her 9-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter are traumatized after watching their mom get attacked by a group of kids. In this video, we've blurred the faces of those involved because they're all minors. We've stopped it after she was dragged to the ground because of how brutal it is. Her son was beaten, and she says one of the kids pulled her daughter's hair. Her daughter stood off to the side crying, watching her brother and mother get attacked.
I felt helpless because I was down on the ground and he was down on the ground and he's looking at me screaming like, "Mommy, please help me, help me." I couldn't get up myself. I couldn't do nothing.
She's sick, she has sickle cell. So I guess they seen a little weakness on her because she's, kind of walking a little slow. And they have no right to put their hands on an adult.
That's her partner, Devon Lee, who was at work when the attack happened. Hatter went on to tell me that her son has been bullied for the past 2 years at Orville T. Bright Elementary School because of the way she walks and talks, all of the results of her sickle cell disease. Hatter tried to talk to the school about the bullying, but she says they didn't do anything about it. Yesterday, a large group of parents came to the school to show their support for the mother and to put an end to bullying. The community immediately stepped in and moved her out of South Deering and into an undisclosed location. Hatter says she's pressing charges against the parents of the kids who attacked her. As for her children, they'll be transferred to a different school, and she's looking to get therapy for them. Reporting in the newsroom, Sharday Gray, CBS News, Chicago. Marie.
Sharday, thank you for that exclusive story.
So that's what we're dealing with. But we're going to get more details on this story. That's what we're dealing with. A community who failed their community members. But the problem is, Black people, we are constantly failing ourselves and failing each other as a community, because we can't talk about the village, because the village don't exist no more. That's a clear indication that the village don't exist no more. We don't behave the way we used to behave in the community. We don't think the way we used to think. We don't look out for each other the same way we used to. We are an insane group of people. What's going on, Terrell? How you doing, my brother? Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for being a member. And Lady V, you right on point with me. Because I was thinking about Neely Fuller, because Broken Berlin says, I wonder what Neely Fuller would say. That's one of the things I thought too. What would Neely Fuller have to say about this? But also, what would Dr. Amos Wilson have to say about this? And actually, I do have a clip from Hip Hop Cartoons, and big shout out to Hip Hop Cartoons. The link to the Amos Wilson video from Hip Hop Cartoons is in the description. So big shout out to Hip Hop Cartoons. But Amos Wilson getting some perspective on it. And yes, Diomedes, this is hard to watch. It's hard to accept. It's hard to understand. All those things. And as a community, if we're not okay with this, so what do we do moving forward to make sure that stuff like this don't happen? But we also have to understand the root of the problem. And if we don't understand the root of the problem, we'll always be trying to deal with the symptoms. And we know just dealing with the symptoms don't cure the issue. It just make you feel better temporarily. And we're not here to just feel better temporarily. We're here to make a change. We're here to make things better, right? We're here to make sure we're healthy. Put it like that. It says NFAC or Black Panthers in Chicago, if carrying is illegal initially when school finishes. Hey man, if carrying is legal, I'm saying. So I'm gonna let Dr. Amos Wilson give us a little foundation. Yeah, basically. No, I get it. Like protecting yourself. And I laugh because I'm thinking about my first initial thought, and I'm gonna give y'all my first initial thought. But I wanna make sure our foundation is set first. Bush woman is in the building. How you doing this morning? So let me let Dr. Amos Wilson tell us about ourselves real quick.
We are killing each other in order to maintain this system. We have let ourselves become possessed by a spirit such that when we become aggressive, we aggress against the self instead of those who are the source of our aggressive orientation. We talk a lot as a people about self-hatred. Self-hatred is a personality configuration. It is a form of personality organization. It is an orientation toward the world and toward oneself. Self-hatred, then, is the white man's greatest protection against being destroyed by the black man. To a good extent, self-hatred is the white man's defense mechanism, is the white man's form of self-defense. How can we say that? To a great extent, one function of the personality is to direct energy, to direct aggression, to channel aggression and energy and wishes and impulses in particular directions, to organize feelings, to organize energy, to achieve certain ends. Those things that we hate, often then when we are angry or hostile, we aggress against them, don't we? We attack them often. We destroy them. Then we have a problem, don't we? If we attack the things we hate, If we attack the things toward which we hold hostility, when we are overly frustrated and when we are angry, then what happens if that thing we hate is ourselves? It means then, ladies and gentlemen, that when we become frustrated and angered as a people, when we are overwrought by feelings of hostility, and our self-hating personality seeks to channel that hostility and channel that aggression, it's going to channel the aggression right back on to the self, because that's the thing we hate most. So consequently, Black anger then becomes a conduit for Black self-destruction, for Black self-defeat. The object of our hostile, aggressive feelings becomes ourselves. And you can see then how the white man is protected by that personality structure, right? While he stokes our anger, while he stokes our hostility, while he stokes our frustration, and while we get mad and we want to strike out, when we decide to strike out and aggress, we strike out and aggress against the self. And by doing so, he is left untouched and unscathed. And therefore, our self-hatred becomes his principal means of defending himself and of maintaining himself. One of the things that frightened him most about the Ferguson case was that Ferguson's self-hatred mechanism broke down. Unlike many deaf, dumb, and blind Negroes, he knew who his enemies were. And so when he got angry and hostile, instead of going out to drink himself to death, instead of going out to smoke crack and destroy himself, instead of going out to killing someone who looked like himself, instead of going out to commit suicide and put himself in a place to be destroyed by somebody else, he went directly to the source of his frustration. And this is what frightened those people. They were wondering how many more are there like that, and are they increasing? Yes.
Once again, shout out to Hip Hop Cartoons, because that comes from his channel. That's the clip where Dr. Amos Wilson basically helping us lay our foundation of understanding what has happened to us and why we behave the way we behave. We have been conditioned to hate ourselves, and we've passed that hate down to our children. And you're going to see more as I show more and give more information on the story. If you haven't already done your deep dive on it, you're going to see how that self-hatred and that behavior plays out. We are insane people. So insane people who are creating survival units built off of self-hate are reproducing. If you put a healthy seed in tainted soil, what do you expect to be produced? So how do we rework the soil? How do we make the soil healthy again so we can plant seeds into healthy soil versus tainted soil? Because we have yet to take the shackles off of our minds. We have yet to fix what's going on with us, to heal our trauma, to get ourselves right. So it's a couple things too, because like my first initial thought when I seen this, I was like, man, if it was me, my first initial thought, I just say that if it was me, oh man, lefts and rights. I'm talking about karate chops, kicks, stone cold stunners. That's my first initial thought. Going after kids, going after parents, everybody getting it. Everybody would get it. That was my first initial thought, especially like, and then I'm just now finding out she has a man. She has a man. So I'm wondering what was going through his mind and what stopped him from going out and wanting to do something. I'm hoping his adult mind kicked in. I'm hoping his adult mind kicked in, right? So because clearly he's a father, so we don't want him doing anything that would take him away from his children. But I'm just wondering his first initial thought, because I know my first initial thought was, okay, somebody is getting it. Parents is getting it, kids is getting it, uncles is getting it, aunties, grandmamas, everybody getting it. Like, what? That was my first initial thought. Like, I don't care. I ain't caring about nothing. Post the bail money, whatever you got to do. Somebody kids getting stone cold stunned. Somebody parents getting stone cold stunned. All of that stuff. That was my first initial thought. But then, of course, you got to have adult thoughts. Is that constructive? Of course, it's not constructive. It's not constructive. So what constructive actions can we put in place to make sure that this doesn't happen again, to make sure we keep our community safe? Kush says, pooling and funding a Black police force before school and after school, that can create also jobs for people trying to carry it out. And that's a response to the question that's in the chat of how do we prevent things like this from happening in the future, right? Lady V says, Brother Amos Wilson, words will always be relevant until we decide to, until we decide to change our situation. Exactly. A perfect diagnosis of what's happened to us and what's continuing to happen to us. But how do we apply this information? Especially, how do we apply this information in these communities? How do we make it relevant? How do we go about creating real change for ourselves, not just in our homes and in the communities that's doing good, but in those underserved, impoverished communities? Because it's not just us. It's like, if you understand the conditioning, if you understand what happened to us, then they have no idea. So do we just throw them away? And so that's a lot of the questions. So greetings, y'all. Just woke up. Shit. That's what's up, my brother. That's what's up. I appreciate you for tuning in, my brother. Nemesis X. There we go. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Joseph in chat. Good morning to you, Jasmine. Grateful to be here and see you all. I watched the 1968 video titled Black Wives Push Back on Husbands. They expect more. The root of division has started in the home. Yes. Now it's interesting. You say you dropped this comment because PC just put that video in our group chat the other day. And because I was watching that like 2 weeks ago as well. Like, things started a while ago. It's not new. It started a while ago. Yep. I appreciate everybody for being here, everybody tuning in. Please hit that like button. If you want to support, you can hit that super chat if you want to support. Share this video, like this video, comment. All those things help support this channel. Let's get this information out. Re-education of the masses has always been the plan. It just has to be put in action. You are correct, Renee. You are correct. It has to be put in action, and we have to make sure that we get the right educators in place. We have to take real action. Like, we can't just keep talking about things. We can't just continue being reactive. We have to actually be proactive at some point. What proactive things are we doing to keep our community safe? Ricardo, what's going on, my brother? How you doing this morning? Says, has anyone ever asked how this started and why the first casualty of any war is the truth? Now, if you're talking about the specific Chicago situation, from my understanding, these kids have been bullying people for a while, and it's been going unchecked. And that's one of the things I do want to talk about, because don't get mad now. Of course, we're not happy with what happened to this lady, but why was it even able to go to this part? Why didn't all y'all parents, all those parents who showed up and rallied after the fact, why didn't y'all do that before the fact? When y'all first heard about those kids bullying those people in Chicago, why didn't the community come together then? Everybody keeps saying they've been doing this, they've been doing this, they've been doing this, but why the hell are they still doing it? All y'all adults who are angry now, why wasn't y'all as this same angry? Y'all should have been this same angry when y'all first heard about those kids out there doing what they've been doing. Y'all should have been checked them. There should have been consequences in place. But we're going to figure out, we're going to learn more and more and more about this as the show goes on. The objective is to create Black authority. The behavior we witness will be utilized by white society to both punish the youth as opposed to correcting them, as well as critiquing us as a people. That's why you my homie, because that's one of the things I'm getting to, right? Because they are children, and this is learned behaviors. But it still affects all of us. Still makes the Black community as a whole look bad. I work in the community with kids, with a lot of kids within the DJJ system. And just locking them up clearly isn't the answer. How can we help save them? How can we help create change and they can behave different? But that has to start with the parents as well. You can't send them back. You can't lock them up then send them back to the same environment that helped create them. What about the parents? What about the wraparound services? It has to be something that can serve the parents, the child, and the community at large. What are the communities doing to do that? He says, I refuse to believe that if we pool our money on the late millennials or Gen Z, we can't get organized. Now, I refuse to believe that we can't get organized. It's not a matter that we can't get organized. It's a matter that we choose not to. We refuse to. There's too many things or incentives in place for a lot of us to stop us from becoming organized like we need to. Yeah, hey man, PC a real one. PC keep us on our toes. And make sure y'all check out Office Hours by Professor Carlton Jones every Friday at 2 p.m. Office Hours, Professor Carlton Jones, every Friday at 2 p.m. Trump brings the kind of pressure that makes our people stick together. That's what they said last time. That's what they said last time, but we need to actually stick together. We need to stop talking about it and actually stick together. And that's why I did that video that I did on Tuesday when the dude talking about Black unity is a myth. Yeah, Black unity is a myth because we choose to continue to make it a myth. It's a choice at this point. It's a choice. The problem, Joe, is that we don't have community. You're right. No, I get it. I am not arguing against that. Events like this separate and prove the difference between community and the population in the area. Yeah, you are correct, my brother. You are correct. We don't have communities. We do not have communities. Survival units do not produce communities. I can't disagree with that. You're correct. My mom, may she rest in power, sent me to a martial arts school, and now I'm an elder. Yes. No, look, I'm all for that. I'm all for that because look at here. Look here, look here, look here, look here. Self-defense is a must. Honestly, I would take a complete mindset change of the majority of us, because think about what is programming not just the younger generation. Nah, you're right. Like you're right, Lady V. You're right. We have to. You're right. Most people are just beat their ass, lock them up, beat their ass, lock them up, beat their ass, lock them up. And I get it. You're angry at what they did, but you got to get at the root of the issue. Beating their ass and locking them up won't change the behavior. Not if the parents are a part of the problem. We have way too many healthy relationship examples, Joseph, honestly. We do. Can we just say every generation worships their hurt and protect our ego? Nah, you're right. I can't disagree with that. And your comment gets a star. Your comment gets a star. We do have examples. We don't pay attention to them. And if those examples talk about what they're doing, they get ridiculed. I see it on social media all the time. People who, matter of fact, look at our favorite movies, our favorite songs, our favorite forms of entertainment that make us feel whatever. A lot of them are unhealthy relationships, are centered around unhealthy relationships. Most of us have been exposed to nothing but unhealthy relationships. You're right. But there are examples of healthy relationships. They just don't move the needle the same way the unhealthy relationships do. It's not fun. It's not as dramatic. It's not entertaining. And those people get ridiculed because other people are jealous. But we do have great examples of healthy relationships. This discipline has to be instilled. Yep, it has to be. But the problem is those adults don't have no damn discipline. The adults don't have discipline, so it's hard for that to be instilled in the children. So we have to be able to, once again, and I agree, but we have to attack the child and the parents. I have to walk on eggshells in my own family. Hey, man, my family already know, man. My family already know. Don't come to me with that bull, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I've been known to tell the truth. Don't come to me with that bull. If you don't want my truth, don't bring it to me. Even the reaction is a problem because it is emotional. The emotions are allowed today will be quieter later. I've said it before. Uncultural people forgive and forget. Cultural people remember. Now, you are right. You are correct. You are correct. Like, we're not going to be talking about this in 2 weeks. Everything gonna go back to what it was. It's gonna be no real change in that community. That's the problem. Because this is just a culmination of things that have already been happening in that community. And it's not just that community, it's all of our communities. I can't even speak about my own nephews in my own home without parents getting angry. So what are we truly doing? Having Thanksgiving for a photo op? Why aren't we? Nah, you're right. Like, we are afraid to deal with the problems. And that's why, like Amos Wilson said, because of that, we will never deal with our real issue. We're not in a place to oppose white supremacy because we can't fix our own issues within our own homes, which is a problem. This is a tough one for most, but as a whole, need to turn away from the entertainment industry because the music shows and movies are pushed. Now, you're right. They are helping to program us. That's part of the social program. The social engineering, That's part of the social engineering. We play too much. We play too damn much. PC talk about it all the time. He's been talking about it for years. We play too damn much. We have arrested development and we don't want to admit it. We are most of us are old ass adults. Old ass kids. We're old kids and the thing about the black community that pisses me off is we're always emotional. We're always in our feelings. It's always about, you made me feel bad. You made me feel bad. Well, motherfucker, look around. The community bad. Fuck your feelings. The community is bad. You worried about how you feel and everything is falling apart around us. We got to grow up. We're too damn childish. And we have to get over that. So let's learn a little more. So this first video is from the Yeah I'm Stacey YouTube channel. I have a link to that video in the description. It's going to give us a lot more insight and information on what's going on with this and these kids. So, but it just pissed me off. Like we're worried too much about how we feel. And I understand this by design, but it's still frustrating that we worry too much about how we feel rather than making sure that our community is actually better. Yes, Jasmine, we got to look around. But we got to open our eyes. We are the blind being led by the blind. But let's get it.
You still have to put your best foot forward. You still got to do the best that you can.
And so this is starting off with the parents. Some of the mothers and the children. So apparently this young girl is the girl who threw the first punch. So
you still cannot put your hands on people, feet on people, or none of that. The only time you need to be putting your hands on somebody is if they touch you. Other than that, your hands supposed to be on your side.
You go to jail too. There. Lock the mamas up and throw the kids in the garbage can. You talking about?
Oh man, so yesterday we talked about the heartbreaking situation in Chicago where those kids jumped that parent, all right? And her two children, her little girl and her little boy. But now we got some kids speaking that were involved in the situations, especially one of the little girls that threw the first punches at the woman. This lady right here who claims her son was involved in the situation and what she says to her son. We're gonna go over some more footage of the mom speaking, and now also Chicago's own Corey Holcomb speaks on the situation too, all right? So first thing first, let's get back to hear from the little girl involved in the situation, see what the hell she was doing, why was she involved in the situation, all right?
Okay.
My name is Kamara Grant, and I was wrong for
Now, like, and not to keep stopping, but you know, we're having a conversation too. We're reasoning. Now, check out this comment from Nemesis X, right? Because we have to be able to think about true rehabilitation, true change. How do we make things better? Being punitive or being or going the rehabilitation route, or going the more of the reinforcement that works. Education works more than just throwing somebody away or locking them up and putting them in some kind of detention center or something like this. Those parents and those children need some intensive therapy, some counseling, some help, some life skills, all types of stuff. The community can rally around them. Oh yeah, that's right. It ain't no community. Damn. It's not a community. If it was a community, they would have been proactive, because if it was a community, this wouldn't have happened. But I'm just saying, for everybody who has something to say, I mean, those are things that can be happening. And if you're not in Chicago, do that in your community to help prevent things like this from happening. But education, it's been proven that education helps way more than just throwing them away. So
happy.
It's okay.
I was happy for everything that I did, and I was just being a follower, following everybody who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything, because I wouldn't want to be in that situation, and I feel bad because
it's okay.
I gotta go through so much. I wish I would never did what I did.
The children that was a part of the fight at Kamira. She is one of the.
But look at this. No, you're right, PhD. But you're right. Environment. The environment matters. The environment matters. Pouring into your children matter. Raising the child is different from feeding them, clothing them, and just sheltering them. Just because they graduate high school, don't mean they're gonna be something that doesn't mean they're gonna contribute to society. What type of environment are they growing up in? How are they being nurtured in these environments? The nurturing of the child matters.
The children that was a part of the fight at OTSOG school. Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
Right, Lady V. Right.
People think oh, puppy. Somebody I'm like, oh, puppy.
Nah, that's right. That's real, Ali. That's real. That's real. Like, nah, that's real. They have to give a damn, and they don't give a damn. That's that vacant esteem that Dr. Joy DeGruy talked about in post-traumatic slave syndrome. Post-traumatic slave syndrome is on display right here. That's right, Jasmine. That's straight up. Apologizing don't change nothing.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it.
And so, well, the comment is here, so let's go ahead and deal with it, right? Let's go ahead and deal with it, because I was waiting on somebody to get to it before I get to it. So let's go ahead and deal with it, right? For one, the only man that I've seen involved in all of this is the boyfriend or the man of the woman who was jumped. I don't see any other men around. I don't see any other men around, but these kids are not sorry that they did it. They sorry they got caught. They sorry that they blasted all over the internet. Let's just be real. Let's not lie about this. Lying about this ain't gonna make it no better. They are not sorry that they jumped that lady. They've been doing stuff like this. They sorry that they got caught. If they were sorry that they've done this, they wouldn't have done this. This situation wouldn't have happened. They would have stopped a long time ago. What was their incentive to stop? What was going to be the real punishment? What is the real punishment that's going to come from this? How is this behavior going to be modified? How are the parents' behavior going to be modified? Because you can't tell them nothing, right? A bunch of N-words running around in a neighborhood effing up stuff. How do we change that?
Our outcry is definitely there, and we're all on the same accord that it was. We want. I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves about her, loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Myra?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grade?
Her ass old enough to know better, and your ass old enough to know better too. Like this, and that's the problem why the internet is on these parents' ass for these bullshit apologies. For this, why even get on the internet and put this shit out if this is how it's gonna come out with the smugness of it? We know she a child. She knows she a child. She knows that, but she still put her hands. As a matter of fact, they targeted somebody who they knew was weak and could not defend themselves. That makes it even worse. They targeted a woman with sickle cell, a woman who had physical limitations. And you can tell when she was talking, she has a lot of health issues, a lot of physical limitations. They targeted her because she was weak. And a group of them jumped on her and targeted her because she was weak. They picked on the low-hanging fruit, as a matter of fact. And that's why the way these old niggas are behaving, that's why everybody on their ass about their damn kids. Because these old niggas have failed in the raising of their damn children.
What do you get? A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team.
Right, Renee. The parents need their ass whooped too.
And I know I'm a better person than what I was yesterday.
Kamira.
Okay, so they trying to blame the situation on peer pressure. Cop out. I ain't buying it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not buying it. Let's see some reactions though. Ain't Kush. She been Shahrazad Ali been telling folk, and they still ain't damn listening. You can't tell me nothing about how to raise my kids. Shit, somebody need to. You can't. Like I remember having a conversation about 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, talking about the dynamic of a single mother raising a child. The child is 22 months. The 22-month-old child, a 22-month-old child, and the parent is talking about that they're afraid of their 22-month-year-old. Why? How? What the hell is the 22-month-year-old gonna do to you? How are you afraid of a 22-month-year-old? Grow up. What? Trying to hit none of that and pull out that belt. I'm gonna say it again. It really seems like these damn parents are trying to get clout off this instead of actually disciplining their kids. That little girl seemed like she showing alligator tears. She thinks it's funny. When she said the thing about listening to people that I have more than them, I'm like, yeah, she definitely repeating something her parents said. Right. The police should definitely go after the parents of the attackers. What's the punishment for her and her mother? Nothing. Don't apologize on social media. Go tell the women and her kids you're sorry you got caught. Person said, lock the mamas up and throw the kids in the garbage can. If you talking about, imagine surviving a mob attack and the attacker gets a motivational speech, bro. So they claim that this is the mother of the girl, saying, let me say this first. My daughter is a great ass kid. She's a B student.
Now, trigger warning. If you have not seen this or read this, trigger warning. Because Yaz St. Patrick need her ass whooped. Joseph Ward, Yaz St. Patrick, Joseph Ward is telling you that you need your ass whooped, and you are a big reason that your child is out there jumping people. You need your ass whooped. Let's let them read it.
Captain of the cheerleading team and head of her class and some more. All good things from every teacher. If you know, you know. We don't owe nobody an apology, but that lady and her kids, so all y'all grown motherfuckers looking for a viral moment, please shut the F up, because kids gonna be kids, and it's a kid out there that did way worse shit, let alone y'all ass when y'all was 12 and 13 years old. Y'all ass used to be out here beating up crackheads and all. Who the hell is beating up crackheads? And why are you trying to say y'all like all of us was doing that? Who is beating up crackheads, man? That's the problem right there, trying to generalize everybody for the some dumb motherfuckers were doing. But all right, bro. Y'all don't know what's at all. She was peer pressure. If you know my family, you know if we find a friend, and we gonna stand behind them 100% no matter what. But this is definitely a lesson learned. She was held accountable for her actions. Y'all talking about takes a village. She got a castle, the F, and everybody standing 10 toes behind her. I was never gonna go live making y'all feel no type of way. Once again, we do not owe y'all no apology. Y'all know what's going on in real life, and know my kids not raised like that at all. Feel how y'all want, F y'all.
Let's break this down. Let's break down the ignorance. That's why your goddamn daughter is out in the fucking streets acting a goddamn fool, because you a damn dumbass. What type of fucking response is this? Your child did some criminal shit, and you talking about when we find a friend, we stand behind them. You need your damn ass whooped, lady. You need your ass drugged across a parking lot. Who got you pregnant? What? This is your response? Y'all feel how y'all feel. Your daughter committed a criminal act in front of everybody. She was a part of a mob attacking a lady who could not defend herself and her child. And this is your response? Wow. Niggas. Right, that's the word, right? Everybody keep talking about accountability, but everybody's running away from. They stiff arming accountability like damn Derrick Henry. She hit the lady. Right. It wasn't no damn peer pressure. They be lying. They're lying. They're cowards. This is what cowards do. We've bred cowards. Our community has produced cowards. You hear them big ass little boys, or them young boys, them big ass young boys. The dude to be 6'2", 200 pounds. Tell me, I don't fight. I'm scared to fight. I shoot. I'm scared to fight. Anybody finna beat me or put me on internet, I'm scared to fight. I don't want to take no fight. I heard the jit say this out of his mouth. I'm scared to take an L. I'm scared to lose a fight, so that's why I'm gonna shoot. You a bitch. You was raised to be a bitch, and your daddy a bitch. What? Okay, so now here comes the why. As usual, it seems to be based on jealousy. I don't honestly, Ricardo, I don't think it was based on jealousy. If it was, they may have been jealous of the little boy, but I think it was a group of crazy ass, insane ass kids who saw an easy target and took advantage of that easy target. Also, to hear about her grades and homecoming nonsense in the school as a defense, that means she know better. So if she know better, her ass supposed to be doing better. Nobody want to hear all that. I don't give a damn how many grades she didn't pass, whatever she got. I don't care how many A's, how many B's. I don't care about none of that shit. It doesn't change what she did. She's saying she's a B student like that means something. That only means she need to spend more time studying in her books. We are impressed. Right. Hey. We'll be more impressed if the parenting was better. Like what? So she, yes. That's why I want y'all to leave it up on the screen to read. Matter of fact, let me make this bigger so you can read it better. Look at this bull. Look at this. This is crazy. You wonder why these kids run around acting the way they acting. Is there any wonder why this girl? Nah. Talking about a castle. She ain't got a village. She got a castle. Shut up. Shut up. The cycle continues. So the young girl gets met, right? Look, the cycle of violence. They don't care about the cycle of violence because they think that their daughters are the baddest and ain't nothing gonna happen to my child. That's what they think. That's what I'm saying, Renee. I go back to my first initial response. Slap the shit out of everybody. Why not? If this is gonna be the response, slap the shit out of everybody. Why not? Anyone who reads that would be justified in thinking that the child got the instincts. I'm just saying. If you go on the internet and you just tell everybody, hey, everybody, I behave like a dumb nigga. Look at my dumb nigga talk. What you expect? The cycle continues with the young girl. Right. The victims attacked. If the victims were attacked, the whites, the parents of the children who attacked them would be, I'm just saying. We always try to bail each other out. We're always bailing each other out, but then complaining about the behavior because the behavior is never modified. But let's continue.
If this the parent of the daughter, she popped off first. The other kids are doing things, but she popped off first. Who's really doing the peer pressure? And I understand, like, there is a thing. You raise your kids one way and they go off to be a totally different type of way. But looking from the way you talking on social media, I don't know now. Now, there is a Facebook post and more posts on social media trying to wrangle up the different parents of the different kids saying, oh, this person, the parent, this person. I'm not going to showcase that on my platform unless someone says, this is me, and speak on the situation. Then I'll go ahead and, talk about their coverage or whatever. But you guys can look that up yourself. But this lady right here claims to be a mother of this child that was involved in the situation. See what she got to say.
You know the whole city of Chicago looking for you, right? You and your little friends. Because you was grown yesterday. You were grown. And you were going to do somebody. So now they looking for you. You know that, right? You know I'm not helping you, right?
Oh, no. Someone in the comment section say we look.
Yeah, they looking for you too, mother. They looking for you too. They're looking for you too. Why do you think you escape accountability in this? You are responsible for your child's behavior. You are responsible for the child's behavior. They looking for your ass too, lady. Don't try to escape anything in this. Why was your child even with them? Why does your child hang with them? What preventative things have you put in place to make sure that your child ain't out there behaving like this? Somebody, they looking for you. They looking for your ass too, lady.
Looking for you too, girl. She ain't mad enough. I'm in Vegas and I'm looking for him too. Hold him accountable, but you better watch your back too. They out for them boys and their families. I feel like she thinks it's a joke and she's looking for her 15 minutes of fame. What y'all think about that? Okay, now I seen people saying that the mother was pregnant. Here she says
we once again, it's gonna be a 1 maybe 2 week wave. You seen that little community rally that they had? Beat their ass. I think I'm gonna show a little bit of that in the next video. Beat their ass. No. Once again, where was the preventative methods? Don't get mad now. Where were the preventative methods? You have to have preventative methods. Now this is sad.
She wasn't pregnant. She had sickle cell and she was going through something at a point in time. All right, so Pete, what's going on?
I'm pregnant. These are my only 2 kids right here.
But you don't have a baby.
I just don't put on Facebook like real that I go through every day in life. I don't post that on Facebook because people like to use that against you. So I try to keep to myself. I don't even got nobody to live to. I don't got friends. I don't trust nobody. I don't know what it is, what they want to do with my son, but my son is very friendly. Like he not the type that likes to fight. He's not a fighter. Yeah, he okay. He right here. Just smacked him very hard, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't move my son at the moment because I had my daughter standing in front of me.
if I'm with my daughter or
Pretty
move
stupid,
any kind of way. I don't know what these kids trying to do.
All right, so that's from the mother. She's not pregnant, okay? Okay, let's tap in with Chicago's very own Curry Holcomb and see what he got to say about his city.
So a result of the downfall of society, teachers are not with it no more. They're trying to get out of the profession. There's too many teachers with testimony online saying, my health is not worth this profession that I put effort and education into because of the way the children conduct themselves. River brought up how these children in Chicago jumped on somebody's mama. I'm telling you, man, I'm from the projects, homie. I'm from where it go down. But when I was growing up, nobody would run up on your mama.
Right, nemesis.
Do you hear me? I grew up, Robert Taylor Holmes.
Like, we don't think about preventative actions at all. We don't. We're too damn reactive. That's one of the things that I despise about Black people in America. And I know why we are, but damn, we're so reactive. And you think that after a while we will say, hey, what can we do to make sure this doesn't happen again? Like, what can we do for real? Not just talk about, not just meet about, because you know how many community meetings I've been to and nothing has transpired. I hate when they have the community meetings to have an event, like when they're trying to stop gun violence. They're trying to stop gun violence, and they have a community event, like a community cookout or a picnic or something, with the bounce houses for the kids. And while that's happening, 2 communities over, somebody's being shot. How is this cookout helping to stop the violence in the community? But it's like we don't even, it's like we're incapable of coming up with real strategies that can actually help our community get better. It's like everybody wants to do something fun that makes them feel good and that makes them look like they're actually out here trying to make the community better. That's what I hate. You're right, nemesis. Ain't no emotional intelligence, ain't no practical intelligence, ain't no impractical intelligence, ain't no yesterday intelligence, ain't no today intelligence. I don't know what's going on. I speak from playing the Harriet Tubman in my family, Joseph, for years. I've believed in family village for decades. Now, Joseph, Black elites in class are possible from healthy families. Hey, look, get yours. Nobody's supposed to be living in poverty. Like, nobody's supposed to be living in poverty. What we're supposed to be doing is making sure that we become the greatest versions of ourselves. Get your stuff together and build with people who are about making the community better. Put your resources together. Get all the resources you can and build with people who are about making the community better. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Poor management of their emotions. So magical melanin. I agree that it's poor management, but I'll go a step further and say they don't have the ability to manage their emotions. These are people who have high cortisol levels, right? So Dr. Joy DeGruy talks about this with the cortisol levels. So high cortisol, high stress, no thinking. These are the 0 to 100 people, the 0 to 60 people, right? So all your life, even when you were in the womb, cortisol was pouring into your system, because if that's your mother, you've been stressed since you were in the womb. If that's your mother, right? So high cortisol have been flooding their systems since they were in the womb. When they were infants, cortisol is flooding their system. Toddlers, cortisol is flooding their system. Young kids growing up to the age, cortisol is flooding their system. They have no ability to control their emotions. They have no ability. When they get angry, they literally black out and there's no control. The environment fucked them up. Yeah, I'm at least a man walking. So I'm wondering with the boyfriend of the woman who was jumped, because this is not the first time their kids have been bullied by this group or even other groups. So what did or didn't he do on his end? That's what I'm wondering. So I got questions for him as well. Most don't want to dig deep to see how we've gotten into this predicament, and an even greater number don't really want to change things, so things will remain the same. A sad truth. A sad truth. But let's let Corey keep talking. The sad truth.
266 South State, last white building next to the hole. Gangbangers, grown or not, would not run up on you while you was with your mama because there was still respect in the community.
I know, Ali.
And I'm talking about, I lived in the projects. If your mama came and picked,
and that's a Ali, what you're correct. You're correct. And so, like, when I get invited to these meetings, I try to bring reason, but don't nobody want to listen. So I don't show back up, and I go get with people who really want to make real change in the community. Now, you're right. It's a sad truth. It's a sad truth. We have to come to grips with the extent of our insanity.
you up from school and walked with you, gangbangers would be like, nah. Okay, you with your mama. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mama come to your door, who ready to kill you, and your mama answer the door. They'll be like, hey, Miss Wilson, how you doing? Will Leroy come outside? And if Leroy won't come out, they'll be like, all right. That's how I grew up, homie.
PH Diva, you see this comment? No, Nemesis, this is a conversation that PH Diva and I was having. Matter of fact, PH Diva inspired this conversation between me and PC that we were having. Like, there aren't. You're right, though. You're right. I'll be honest. I was hoping he was capable. I ain't gonna lie. I had hope in my heart. Why? I don't know. But I do it sometimes. I had hope in my heart that he was capable. Yeah.
I see you when I see you. Phil said it. I'm talking about these is killers, though.
Yeah.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Killers for real. But there was still enough respect in the community where a family was given a pass. Now, nothing.
No matter if you're a senior, you're nothing.
How can you be a teacher if a little boy in third grade is saying, fuck you, die? Wait, are you serious? Do you know the psychological damage that causes to the adult who can't knock the out the kid?
Like that little girl when the dad went up there to confront them. Remember about his son? Remember, and he hit that little girl. Remember, you brought that story.
Oh yeah. No, that man, when that little girl ran up on his little son.
Interested in what Corey is saying.
Gotta be some type of traits we can see.
9th grader beat her teacher.
Teacher about to get
people protesting. They learn in their neighborhoods, where they learn in their households, where they get allowed to get away with. And ain't much the school can do. These are teachers, not correctional officers. The hell? I seen this back and forth on TikTok with people protesting outside of the school, where this woman was blaming the school and this dude was saying, no, it's not the school, it's the community. And they was having an intense back and forth because she just wanted to place the blame on the school.
No, it's bigger than the school system.
It's every one of y'all fault that's out there arguing back and forth. Every one of y'all in the street out there. Every last one of y'all grown folk out there. All of you, it's all of you all's fault. Everybody, all those adults, all y'all, it's all y'all fault. Stop pointing the finger at somebody else and figure out what you can do to make it better. It's all y'all fault. This is stupid. These are the same people who throw the cookouts to try to stop gun violence. It's stupid. You sitting there arguing about who fault it is. It's all y'all fault. This is why if this is how the adults behave, why do we expect anything different from the children? Those children are supposed to be going around whooping everybody's ass. If these are the adults, they're arguing about whose fault it is. It's all y'all fault. Everybody should take accountability. All y'all. How do we fix it? Oh yeah, y'all don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. You just want to look like you give a damn.
It's our community. I'm telling you, as black men.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
Sister, all I'm saying is, when you see a black man taking responsibility for the that's happening to our community, y'all gotta learn to stand down. Y'all gotta stop.
Man, you sound weak. You sound weak. Y'all got to learn to stand down. Why you think they not standing down? Because they know you weak. You sound weak.
It ain't not a war between us. It's not a war. Let that go with that. Hey, what you doing?
Real education and real instruction starts at home. The parents are the first teachers. The parents are the primary teachers. Real education, real structure, all of that starts at home. Starts at home. Don't have the kids if you're not going to raise them properly.
No, it's not. Yeah, everybody wrong. We feeling the guilt, but we here. They not here. We here with you. We here. You.
Man, he got us out here looking real weak, Nemesis. He got us out here looking real weak. If you have to plead that, I'm a black man, and y'all don't listen to me. I'm a black man. Y'all ain't. Sit your weak ass down. If you have to plead that much, that means they don't respect your ass. Clearly, you have done nothing to gain these people's respect. Sit your ass down. Damn, man. Like, these black dudes be having us out here looking so fucking weak. Don't be a black man now. Your ass should have been a black man when the problem first popped off. Where was your ass? I'm a black man. When y'all first heard about these kids running around terrorizing the neighborhood, where was the black man then? Sit your ass down.
Okay, then let me.
I'm fighting for what's right, my brother. I'm a true law man, and I'ma tell you. I'ma fight for what's right. Them slaves watched that lady get jumped on and they didn't do nothing.
Cause they know me.
You're not right.
I'm done. I'm good. Y'all deal with her.
It does.
All right, so y'all heard that. Now I can understand people being upset when it comes to divisiveness and him telling them to stand down. Folks are like, nah, we need to stand together. But what he was saying was real. Stop just pushing blame and take accountability for the way that we raising our kids. This shit to be normalized in our community. Just putting the blame on schools, just trying to shift blame for them to be responsible for the mental makeup of our children. Nah, in the household, we should not condone certain shit. They should understand you can't do certain. That starts at home. That shit starts in the neighborhood. The sad problem is a lot of these homes are broken. A lot of these families are broken. Not a man and a woman inside the house to have balance. So some of these ladies are looking for extra help from the school to help further develop the character of their children. That's the sad truth, but the facts still remain. By the time some of these kids get to school, they already fucked up and they become menaces in that damn schoolhouse. At the start of the learning environment, dog. Like, these kids be wild, bro. You can't just blame the school. Saying that the mom was being attacked and nobody helped. Who was gonna help? The kids? They was around straight kids. Only other people that probably was around was other parents, members of the community, dog. But okay, Zay Osama, we cover what he said.
Now, the next video I'm gonna show, there was another adult around. Shit gets worse.
That other day, little Zay Osama, but he spoke to Fox 32 Chicago. And this is what he had to say right here while speaking with them.
Before he started talking, I don't want to hear nobody who, if he, and I don't know his music, but if he run around talking about drugs, guns, and killings and stuff, he could save his comment.
Rapper Lil Zay Osama is now coming forward to help. He says he wants to fly the mom and son to LA for dinner and Christmas shopping and has a message for other children listening.
It's just something that shouldn't be going on. Kids should be able to go to school and be comfortable walking home from school and at school learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids at that age should not be doing things like that, especially to an adult and to their peers that go to school with them. That's crazy. That shouldn't be happening in our community. We got to do better.
A CPS spokesperson tells us in part, we are horrified by the attack on this family.
Okay, man, once again, sad situation overall, but this ain't just a Chicago thing. This is every hood worldwide.
So that's that video from I'm Stacey giving more information on what happened with the Chicago. And you can see the level of ignorance You can see the level of ignorance that is existing. Nemesis, man. Our insanity is on full display, man. It's on full display. That's how you know we're not serious about this. Nobody thought to do anything before this situation happened. Nobody thought to do anything. They knew these kids were out here terrorizing their community, their neighborhood, whatever you want to call it, the area that they live in. They knew these kids were out here doing this, and nobody did anything. Now everybody's outraged and mad. Everybody's pointing fingers at everybody else, and then they bring in the rapper to tell us nothing. Man, you kids supposed to be in school. What are you doing to make sure they can get to school safe, Lil Zay? And what type of music do you make? Yeah. Hey, man. Going back to what Dick Gregory said, once you put the magic glasses on, you can't take them off. YN trend quarter zip matcha tea and reading Proverbs is a start, and you have black females giving pushback. I saw the quarter zip thing, and they like, I don't like. Hey, man, look, because we got to remember, black females have already told us that they want thugs, scammers, and drug dealers. Black females have already told us that they want thugs, drug dealers, and scammers. So of course they will have pushback on a black man who looking like he got some damn self-esteem and he care about himself. Right. Because her self-esteem is in the dirt. A situation as this is also an opportunity to verbalize some possible hidden black women versus black women's esteem. Yep. Nah, you right. You're right. We seen that video with the 1v20 with the dude. I'm a man. Yeah, they shut that shit down quick. That shows how our community doesn't have real leaders. Leader, what's that? You mean a leader? You mean a real grassroots leader? You mean not a given leader? What's that? A leader? Collectively, we look up to these celebrities that add to the problem. We hear from a rapper that does drill music, and remember, the schools be the ones bringing these people in for the pep rallies and all this stuff here. Any positive change has to be promoted. We have to be the ones leading that charge to promote positive change. We got to be the ones doing that. We can't be out here, ain't nobody putting out positive stories. Shit, you got social media, share it. Anytime I want something positive to get out, I get my ass up, get my ass either on my phone to get my ass in this studio right here, and I talk about the positives. We can push it. We are the new media. He trying his best not to, let me read that again. He trying the best he know. Don't take them shopping in LA and send them back to Chicago to get robbed. Yeah. I mean, that's yeah. Basically, it's all about feelings. I'm going to make you feel better about what happened, but you're going to have to go back to that same community. Or I heard they say they're trying to move them out of the community, whatever. But if all the areas in Chicago, if you move them to another area in Chicago that's just as bad, and everybody know who they are, how it's going to keep them safe. We're living in a world where our women are proud to refer to themselves as baddies. I'm just saying, if a bad bitch is having kids from a real nigga, if real niggas and bad bitches having kids, what kind of product do we expect to come out of that? Bad bitches and real niggas can't be out here, can't be the ones that's out here having all the kids. They can't be the ones that's raising these kids, but let you know. So I found this other video from Pink Book Lessons, because Pink Book Lessons do a good job of finding these clips and putting all this information together. And a link to this video is in the description as well. Or is it? Let me make sure. No, this link to this is not in the description yet, but I will add it. But it's just more information on what's going on. So let me share my screen. Because it gets worse. It gets worse. Together we stand, says black men, if we do not control, raise, empower communities, industry, institutions, business, families, all of that, then our destiny is already. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. We have to learn how to stop living like boys on our knees and become men. So let's check this out.
I really don't like the fact that I really got to get up here and explain myself to y'all, but y'all seem confused, and I don't do the confusion. Yes, I was there. Yes, I was there. Did I touch that lady? No, I did not touch that lady. Did I touch her kids? No, I did not touch her kids. Talking about why you let your niece fight that lady and her kids? Mind your business. I'm not her CEO, and I'm not her mama. And another thing, I just sat there and minded my business.
It ain't you got to explain because it's all there, babes. She goes on to jokingly say how she was an innocent bystander and she doesn't believe in violence. You literally watch the violence happen. Your niece is literally a part of the violence, and you're not her CEO. You're not her mama. I don't give a damn if this is your brother's child, sister's child, whoever's fucking child. You mean to tell me that you cannot reprimand your niece when you know that she's doing dead wrong? Or do you really not know? Because it seems to be that you are very ignorant, that you're very remedial, and that you take this lightly. See, this could have ended up being a very expensive weekend for you and your entire family. But thank goodness that mother that God sent was only concerned about protecting her children instead of harming y'all's. But we wondering why the children are behaving like this. Look at what they come from. Look at the stock that they come from. That's girl's auntie. Look at where she come from. And the same woman who, by the way, is bragging about dining and dashing. It's just a whole generation of degenerates.
I want to bring your attention.
Whole generation of degenerates. She said it right. But this is the other adult that I was telling you about that was actually at the scene. So she's saying, I see my niece, a part of a group of other young crazy ass kids about to jump a woman who has physical limitations, and I'm not going to do anything because it's not my responsibility to do anything. Well, right, that's why your niece is out here looking like a fucking terrorist. That's why the whole world is looking at you and your niece like y'all have half a fucking brain, like y'all smooth brained or something. I think I'm past my cursing limit, so I can't say it how I really want to say it. But for real, and black folk, we the same black folk that I don't know what city it was in, but these three dudes, these three teens broke into this man's house with guns and ski masks. They broke into the house. The man got his gun, took out two of them, injured another, and then you want to know what the response from the women in the family was? Well, he didn't have to do that. They was only breaking in his house. They breaking in this man's house 2 or 3 in the morning with ski masks on their face, guns in their hands, looking to cause harm. And the lady's response is he didn't have to shoot him because they was only breaking into his house. Wow. We can't even begin to think about challenging the system of white supremacy. We can't get out of our own damn way. Yeah, like she need her ass whooped. Like this is one lady, they need to beat her ass. But that ain't gonna do nothing but make nobody feel good. So what does that matter? It ain't gonna do nothing but make nobody feel good. It ain't gonna fix
the woman
situation.
Right here. Apparently, she's the auntie of the child that popped this whole thing off. Remember the 33-year-old Chicago mom with sickle cell that was attacked along with her son and daughter as she walked them home after school? That video went viral. It was a whole gang of elementary kids putting hands and feet on this lady.
Lady V. I wish I could find. I was looking for that video earlier. Oh, I was looking for that video. I can remember where I saw that video. Yes. 3 masked and armed teens, black boys, broke into, you can see it's on camera. They broke into the man's house. The man let that thing off, and they're saying he was only breaking into somebody's home. He was only breaking into their house. He didn't have to shoot him. He was only, what? They condone the behavior. They're the ones to tell them go out and do what you need to do, because they get the benefit from that.
Her 9-year-old son. Well, there was a bigger kid that set this whole thing off and let this group of children allegedly get them to attack this woman and her children. The older kid is reportedly in middle school, an 8th grade girl. She's the one who went up to the mother and threw the first punch, setting off this whole situation. Well, this woman right here is supposedly her auntie. According to her, she was also there when this happened. She was a witness. So she saw her niece punching a grown woman, and instead of doing anything about it, she sat up there and condoned it. And it didn't help that the niece came online with her mama with an apology that social media isn't happy with, because they said the girl wasn't serious. She thought it was funny or amusing. And her mama was also online talking crazy to everybody while trying to defend her daughter, saying she got good grades and how they better not do this or that. That was the response after her daughter attacked a grown woman and got all these little kids to jump in. Go ahead and look at this right here. It's a look.
So speaking of that, Lady V, tomorrow, my book reading video tomorrow, check that out, 1 p.m. Chapter 9 of the Miseducation of the Negro. Check that out. And the video that I referenced in that I started off with, they're talking about the Great Replacement theory. They're talking about the Great Replacement theory, bringing in all these immigrants to replace the silly Negroes. So yeah.
Girl and her mama explaining.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there, and we're all on the same accord that I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable.
No, y'all have.
She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak, because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamara?
8th.
Don't. So I saw another video where Corey Holcomb was talking, and I do agree with what Corey Holcomb said in this aspect. We are at a time in society where a child can get it. We are at a time to where, as adults, we have to be cognizant of protecting ourselves from the youth, from the children. Because as a grown adult, if a mob of children roll up on you and try to harm you, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and try to reason with them? You're going to sit there and say, I understand your trauma. Now, of course, the first thing is get your butt up out of there if you can, because you don't want to be the adult fighting kids. So get your butt up out of there if you can. You're not taking the L if you run away from the kids who trying to jump you, right? But if you can't, what do you do? We are at a time to where the kids, if I got to protect myself, the kids can get it. We are at that time. We are at that time. It's sad to say. But now she's an 8th grader. She's an 8th grader now. Now we need to have sympathy for the 8th grader. She didn't know she come from a good family when she threw the first punch. She didn't know the family had her back when she threw the first punch. She didn't know she was a good kid when she had the first punch. When she threw the first punch, what happened was your daughter is a coward just like you are, mother. And just like your half-brained ass sister, which is her auntie, with giving that crackhead ass response. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all are degenerates. Y'all have failed that young lady. Y'all have vehemently failed that young lady. Clearly your parenting, all them kids, all y'all parenting skills are in question. Your parenting skill is in question. I don't give a damn that your daughter make A's and B's. If she's a fucked up person, who cares about what the grades that they make? How do they treat people? They keep, and I hate when people try to make it like, well, you know, they good students. So what? They're horrible people. How would you hold a child accountable you can't. You can't, and that's the problem. That's the problem. You can't. So none of these behaviors will be corrected. This is a discussion to watch because this just lends credence to the rhetoric that has been spread regarding the supposed criminal. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Let's go back to our video, our Friday breakdown, when Pearl opened her little pasty butt cheeks and boo-booed on that whole panel. Took a crap on that whole panel. But some of the stuff she was saying was based off the things that she see on social media. While I totally get and agree with your position, Joe, the problem is this happening within the space of a YN generation that is, and that energy has the potential to lead. Nah, I know. And that's why I'm just saying it, but it's like that's what I want to do, but I would have to think like an adult. I would have to think like a full adult in this, because we have to be constructive. We have to be constructive. We have to, because if we're not going to be constructive, then like you say, we're part of the problem. You're right.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen.
Wait, stop the madness. Why are you coming up here reading off this resume of accolades after we just saw this little girl run up and punch a grown woman? She's in the 8th grade. She attacked a 33-year-old woman while she was walking her kids home. And her mama want us to hear about how she was the homecoming queen while skinning and grinning, telling us how she got A's and B's. Okay, thank you for telling us and confirming that she obviously had sense and knew exactly what she was doing. Yeah, she was the ringleader. She's over all these little kids allegedly ordering attacks on other little kids and adults. So yeah, tell us more.
The captain of the cheerleading team.
Lady V, I believe the woman who was jumped has, if my memory serves me correct, she didn't press charges, or they may be pressing charges. I'm not sure. Let me stop talking. Hell, I don't know.
Okay. She's the captain of the cheerleading team. So she's a leader, right? And the other kids look up to her. So she's using that influence to encourage other kids to destroy other children and adults. Listen, I don't care what this mama is talking about. This girl kicked this whole thing off. A little girl operating these little kids like a remote control. Very sick, by the way. And you got the mama and her family telling us she made A's and B's. That's not helping. It's just confirming that she knew exactly what she was doing. So yeah, keep it up. Tell us more.
Their person.
You will know that this baby, as well as all the other babies that's in that video, are very much our future. So if we laughing at them, we laughing at ourselves.
No, ma'am. Your daughter.
Lady, you've already failed the damn future. Ain't nobody laughing at them. We are enraged at them, and even more enraged at you. Clearly, your child's behavior is not a priority to you. Clearly, how your child treat others is not a priority to you. Those are not our future. You've raised hellions. Talking about this is our future. If this is our future, then we have no future, lady. Shut up. Right. You crossed the line. They crossed the line. Talking about babies. I hate when they try to infantilize everything when somebody get in trouble. No. If somebody want to go around stone cold stunning all them kids, they would be justified.
Is the leader of the future inmates of America, already manipulative at such a young age. And we see where she got it from. Her mama was on social media talking greasy along with other family members. But I'm telling you, you have to watch out for people like this and their children. A girl that will go up and punch a 33-year-old grown woman is dangerous. She's only a kid and she's already moving like this. She basically ordered all these children to jump on that mother and her children.
Basically.
This right here is the type that will get your daughter slashed. You know, because she's just...
And such a coward at that. Such a coward. Why you couldn't do it? Matter of fact, shouldn't have no business putting your hands on it, but you had to rouse up a mob of kids to do that. Coward too.
Jealous, or the type that would set your sons up. Yeah, this little girl dangerous already in the 8th grade. The ringleader of all these little kids in the streets coming home from elementary school. And no doubt about it, they targeted this woman and her son. Yeah, they jumped
did.
on that mother and her kids, all because she was weak with sickle cell.
There you
She's
go.
got some health issues,
There you go.
some sort of disability with her walk and her speech, and that's 100% out of order. If they pick on grown women like this, how do you think they handle kids with disabilities in school? And just because she was the homecoming queen, we're supposed to excuse her disgusting behavior? No, she targeted that mother because of her disability, and you don't have to look too far to see who's raising this disgusting human being.
So we want to make sure that we check that and that we be present, and that those people that are not on the ground, those people that are scared of our young.
Nigga, shut up, nigga. Your ass wasn't present. Clearly your ass was not present like you need to be if your goddamn daughter out here doing this dumb shit. Fuck is you talking about? The people who not present, who not on the ground. Nigga, your ass ain't present. Your ass ain't on the ground. What the fuck is you talking about? If you was all that you just said, your goddamn daughter wouldn't have been out there doing that dumb shit. If your daughter was all that you say, she wouldn't have been out there doing that dumb shit. You a fucking coward and your daughter a fucking coward.
Kids that we get out here and we touch them, that we let them know that we hear, that we got something to say, that we care about them, that they have more resources than they know, and that we are available to them.
Little girl, the fact that you sat on that live with that hoodie on, looking like Cleo, ready to set it off, lets me know that you would do it all over again if you had the chance to. And please don't think that we don't know that you tried to play in our face with that whack apology. It was very forced and it was very disingenuous. Not only that, the fact that you sat up there laughing and trying to smile through it all pissed me off even more. And to that woman that was in the video with you, talking about she's just a child. Well, she wasn't a child when she raised her hand and started swinging on that grown woman. So guess what? From here on out, you get grown woman treatment. Not only that, see, y'all tried to play with that lady, but God didn't play about her. That woman got a new house. She got a new car. She moved out of that neighborhood and her children now go to a new school. Not only that, a local rapper now is going to fly her and her family out to LA for the weekend and covered all of their Christmas.
All right, we ain't got to hear all that. She ain't helping the situation. But wow. Real nigga shit in 4K. Like real nigga shit in 4K. Like this is okay. Like this behavior is acceptable. Her mom, and she is too. Just like her mom and her weak ass auntie who was there, who didn't even try to diffuse the situation. What am I supposed to do? I'm not her CEO. You right. You right. That's why she's fucked up. That's why she's fucked. Hey. And if in the future she finds it hard to get opportunities, remember, because these videos don't go anywhere. So if like in 4 years when she's trying to get into college and these colleges are like going through her social media and pulling this shit up, and she can't get into college, she can't get opportunities, nobody wants to deal with her or them other kids because she's the face of this. That girl is the face of all of this. So if all of her future opportunities are thwarted, remember, y'all didn't give a damn. Y'all didn't give a damn. That lady just talking. That lady just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. That's the problem. The fact that the girl thought this behavior was appropriate in any kind of way shows that there is something seriously wrong, right? Because everything the mother's telling us, everything they're telling us is that she's supposed to know better. Well, damn it, what happened to the doing better? Matter of fact, we know she don't know better. What we do know is she has the ability to complete assignments. We know that. We know she's popular, but we don't know that she's intelligent. Because these actions right here show us that she's lacking a lot of intelligence, a lot of self-control, a lot of discipline, a lot of these things that will go to the type of child that they're trying to describe. Show us. Don't just talk about it. Show us. Don't nobody care how many A's and B's you got when your ass out in the street acting like a thug. Doesn't matter. The A's and B's don't matter anymore. So what's crazy is the young girl did the physical, but I'm so much more pissed at. Yes, nah, you right. I want my auntie to go find them parents, and my auntie used to do prison fights, so I want my auntie to go jump on them parents. Like, wow, man. Like, nah, you're right. Like, most of my anger is directed toward them parents. It doesn't. All education mean is you can remember and recall. It don't even mean you learned anything. It just means you can remember and recall. This is crazy. Throw the word community away. Throw the words neighborhood away. If this is our future, we're cooked. It's over. For the majority of us, if this is our future. Because they are all bullshit artists. They're all bullshit artists. Throw that whole section of Chicago. I want to say throw them away, but that's what I want to say, but I know that's not going to fix the solution. We are cooked. Crab boil. 4 hours in the slow cooker cooked. The fact that they brought that up like it's supposed to mean something. Right. They're trying to soften the blow. Well, she do get a whole lot of A's and B's and she was homecoming queen. Why do you feel the need to tell us you're a homecoming queen, captain of the cheerleading team? And you behave like a half-brain thug. But we see where you get it from. Though. The mom is the child's first teacher. What happened? She failed. But remember, her ignorant ass didn't even know she was supposed to be the first teacher. She thought she just supposed to have the baby, dress the baby, feed the baby, and then when she get to school, it's the teacher's job. It's the teacher's job to teach the kid. Clearly, the mother is stupid. And if the mother ain't stupid, well, guess what? We don't know, so we're going to classify you as stupid. There you go. The apple don't fall too far from the tree because, you know what? Lady V, that reminds me. So it was the neighborhood I used to live when I was coming up living with my moms, right? There was a family who lived in that neighborhood. And the mother was crazy as hell. And the kids were crazy as hell. And we used to see that behavior from the mother and the kids. Nigga shit left and right. Nigga shit left and right. Nigga shit left and right. And they lived with the mother, with the grandmother. They lived with the grandmother. And at this time, the grandmother is probably in her late 80s. She's disabled in the wheelchair and all these things. So nobody's ever assessing the behavior and the environment that they grew up in under the mother, under the grandmother. I was the only one to ask the question. Well, if the apple don't fall too far from the tree, the daughter is crazy and the grandkids is crazy. Don't that mean the mama crazy as hell? And then everybody used to look at me and they'd be like, oh, you disrespectful. You so disrespectful for saying that. How could you say that about her? She's such a sweet old lady. Clearly she can't be that sweet old lady if these are the products. Like, she raised this. Like, this came out of her. She raised this. You mean to tell me nothing is wrong with her just because you're looking at her in her latter years? She had to be a hellion in her former years then, if this is what was raised. So I'm just saying, man, we don't like to look at that. You disrespecting the elders. No, I'm assessing the people around me. Always. Raised by mothers. And the mothers had babies with bitch ass niggas. Black America. Black people. Is this what we produce? Are we happy with this? Because if so, I mean, shit, you know. But if not, the fuck you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Generations upon generations upon generations upon generations upon generations of dysfunction, and we got to deal with it on a regular basis. Like it's so frustrating. Jasmine, one of the reasons why I care is when I go out my door, when I go into these communities, I've seen too many children, too many, especially young boys and girls in my community be left behind by the society. And the ones that I was able to play a part in helping them, they are doing good in life. I remember I ran into one of the young ladies who I used to help impart information on. I ran to her in the Dollar Tree, and it made me feel good that she was like, hey, I appreciate you for what you did, because I'm not in the streets no more. I listened. and I applied the information, and my life is better. Her life has greatly improved. I know we can be better. It's like, I know we can be better if we had more people who gave a damn. And that's the thing. Like, we are literally ruining our future because we don't give a damn. The only thing that matters is the stuff immediately around us that makes us feel good. Right. Yes. Yes. It's so crazy, man. It's crazy. Yep. And those mothers were more likely latchkey kids and all those other things, because single motherhood didn't start in the 90s. Single motherhood did not start in the 90s. Go look at that, the Vanishing Black Family documentary. Go look at the Vanishing Black Family documentary in 1986. The young girl was a third generation single teen mother. Third generation single teen mother in 1986. So do your math on the first generation. Yep. She can be crazy. Yeah, she's sweet now because she ain't got nothing left in the tank. She ain't got no energy to be crazy. Yeah. So a lot got to change. We got to grow up. We got to grow up. We got to choose to be better. We got to grow up. They're not responsible of the whole, but yeah, they do. And we can't, and that's why I always say, as I always ask the question, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing on a regular basis to help make the area around us better? What are we doing to help to make the people around us better on a regular basis? We have to be proactive and not reactive. Black improvement is the longest game we're gonna have. Won't happen overnight. Seems like. Yeah, I feel you, Jens. I feel you. D.L. Hughley said the mother in the video said the mother in the damn movies, Precious. Yeah, hey. Because nothing's stopping the cycle. Nothing's stopping the behavior. It's not ending anytime soon. So what are we doing? And the crack epidemic was wild in the 80s. Nah, you're right. Like it was another log on the fire. They knew what they were doing. These people are already crazy. Let's make them even more crazy and put this crack in there. Like, the government did what they did, and we took the ball and ran and scored with it. But they knew exactly what they were doing when they created niggas. Niggas was white supremacy's greatest creation, a self-destructive, degenerate group of people who will destroy themselves and not even think to pay attention to the system of white supremacy. Going back to what Dr. Amos Wilson was talking about. Let's unpack this with at least 5 whys. Nah, you right. Yeah, nah, it is. But going back to the Dr. Amos Wilson video, and that's why I played that video to help set the foundation, help us understand better the behavior. Say, sidebar yourself. Pat and Carl all work in the community. I would like you brothers to do a show of approaches and ways we can work to help change. Now I like that. I will do that. Now that's a good one. So even vets who serve and want to raise their children are strategically removed from their kids for financial reasons. Can't even respect. It's a vicious cycle out here. It's vicious. The system is against us, the cycles are against us, the behavior are against us, it's all this stuff. Insane people are supposed to be doing these things. These types of incidents become the unofficial representation of us as a people because this is what the world sees on the internet. This is the type of behavior that gets the most attention. You're right. It goes back to a comment that was shared earlier. The healthy relationships, the healthy behaviors, all those things, it's not entertaining, so it doesn't go viral. It's the craziness. They stripped men from the home and they stripped our balls off of us. That's why men ain't out here standing up. But with that being said, I'm gonna bring this show to a close, man. I'm right at this point. I'm beating a dead horse in the sense of beating a dead horse. But I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. But remember, if anything you're getting from this, remember going back into your community and seeing what you can do in your community to help prevent things like this from happening. So with that being said, Sage's Levels, I appreciate you for being here. Lady V, thank you for tuning in on this Sunday. Ali Cologne, thank you. Lil Young Baby Thug, thank you for being here. Thank you for your comment. Renee Wood, thank you. Victoria, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. My man, Mr. Nemesis X, I appreciate you. Jens, thank you for being here. The one and only Ricardo Float, I appreciate you, my brother. Miss Jasmine Rose, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting that. Thank you for everybody for the support that they give to this channel and continuing to help me grow. Najee, thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Who else? RBG Tech, thank you. I appreciate it as always. Y'all don't have to be here, but you tune in to me on a Sunday. I appreciate it. Together we stand. Yes, we do. And I really appreciate you. Who else we got up in here? And y'all check out my video that's about to drop at 1 p.m. I got a clip that's about to drop at 1 p.m. So make sure y'all check that out. Magical Melanin, I appreciate you. Keep that magic going. Kush 1111, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Who else? Who else tuned in? Want to make sure I get everybody. Y'all don't have to be here. Creative Fish Designs, thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. The Propagandist, as always, thank you. Who else we got? FM, my man FM, the one and only FM. I appreciate you. Diomedes, thank you for being here. Terrell, thank you. Says Broken Berlin, I appreciate you as always. Green One, thank you. My man Dark Kent, I appreciate you, my brother. You already know what it is. The Donatello, I appreciate you as always. And thank you everybody for tuning in, supporting On the Shoulders of Giants, how we do, what we do, when we do. Said created just for our destruction. Right. Yeah, with all this public twerking and bad behavior, we definitely could use more community mental health. Yes, and that's why, look, I'm on a mission to certify myself to be able to work in mental health and help my people better. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all. And y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. Remember, I got a video dropping at 1 p.m. Check that out. That's the clip from the Brick Lady video. So check that out. And I just continuously just thank you all for everything that y'all continuously doing to pour into this channel. And I see y'all on the other side. Peace out. Happy Sunday.